2021 is history in the making for Philippine education system. The first for public schools to adopt and adhere in distance education using modular print as learning modality, wherein there is physical separation of teachers and students during instruction due to the threat of COVID-19. To find a diamond along this rocky road we are traversing now is the mandate of DepEd, a new normal in education with a lot of adjustments and loopholes that challenged both teachers, parents, and students alike. Yet, learning is still possible despite this health crisis. As this school year is about to end, Aloran Trade High School welcomes everyone to the first virtual completion ceremony for grade 10 learners in the junior high school with its theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. May I request everyone to please stand for the singing of the national anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, kaya sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, tuyagan ang magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit kong pagkaw, ay hinatang tudla, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ang matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iibig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitigil. Lupa ng araw ng walhagin pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming bigaya ng pagkay mag-amin, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Lead me, Lord, lead me by the hand and help me face the rising sun. Comfort me through all the pain that life may bring. There's no other hope that I can lean upon. Lead me, Lord, lead me all my life. Walk by me across the lonely roads that I may face. Take my arms and let your hand show me the way. Show the way to live inside your heart all my days, all my life. You are my light, you're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my light, I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. Lead me, Lord. Lead me, Lord. Even though at times I'd rather go alone my way, help me take the right direction. Take your road. Lead me, Lord, and never leave time, my Lord, I need you there. I just cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life, all through my days. So lead me, oh Lord.
Diyos sa dihang Mindanao mabuhay, kibahala mong natawan, mauswag kung masigla kung malipayon, o pano sa katahon. Magpabilig kay kasing-kasing, ang kabalaan o kamalipayon, ay sa kanunay gupang nagpaibabaw, ang kahusayo kalinaw. Mabuhay ang dihang Mindanao, yutang na among katawhan, bisan sa panang kaliwat, kami na pinahalay. Sa buhat o katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan, magpabiling na magkahiusan, kalaukan sa tanan. Mabuhay kami ang Mindanao, yutang na among natawhan, bisan sa panang kaliwat, kami na pinahalay. Sa buhat o katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan, magpabiling na magkahiusan, kalaukan sa tanan. Magpabiling na magkahiusan, kalaukan sa tanan. We're sons and daughters of Aloran. Her name we sing to the sky. To her we're grateful for what we are, reliant near or far. So loyal we are ever to her, in all we do or dare. We love her so, her thoughts we sow, in deeds where we go. Oh, Alma Mater, dear, where we be, our thoughts speech, our deeds shall honor thee. We love our soul, to thee we will be true. Our deeds shall reign true to thy name, O alma mater dear. Our deeds shall reign true to thy name, O alma mater dear.
My respect to our school's division superintendent, Dr. Edwin R. Maribojo, our school principal, Melchizedek Q. Bulaño, honored guests, members of the faculty, our dear parents, friends, live viewers, and to my fellow completers. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the virtual moving up ceremony of Aloran Trade High School for school year 2020 to 2021. This has been a school year no one has expected. Who would have thought that our moving up ceremony we have been looking forward to would end up this way? This may not be what we have expected, but this is still a moment we should be thankful for. I would like to thank the school administration for letting us experience this most awaited event even in this virtual setup. On behalf of Batch 2021, I would like to acknowledge the school faculty and administration led by our school principal who extended their effort to build up and assure the well-being of the student. To our advisors and subject teachers, thank you for your dedication and hard work. To our parents, thank you for your unconditional support. And to everyone who has been with us in this journey. And above all, to our Almighty Father for not leaving us in the valley of darkness. Some of us may start our path outside Aloran Trade, while others choose to stay. Yes, we might part ways, but what I'm certain of is that we will continue to persevere and to achieve for greater things. This surely is not the end of our journey, for a greater and more exciting ride awaits us as we embark on a higher step of education. But today, we mark a milestone. Again, I welcome everyone who shares this day with us. You're all witnesses of this life-changing event. Thank you, and more power, Batch 2021. Godspeed.
By the authority vested upon me by the school's division superintendent of the Division of Misamis Occidental, as Principal 4 of Aloran Trade High School, may I present the 225 male and 249 female for a total of 474 candidates who have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the junior high school curriculum prescribed for secondary schools of the Department of Education and therefore awarded this certificate.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Secretary of Education, the Honorable Leonor Montoles Briones, through the school's Division Superintendent, Edwin R. Maribojo, Doctor of Education, Session 6, and upon presentation by your school head that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the K-12 basic education curriculum for junior high school, I hereby confirm you completers of the school year 2020-2021. And as such, you are entitled to all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Grade 10 Sincerity. Male. Eltagon Jeff N. Evangelista Ziley L. Galiawan Vincent Matthew P. Leonardo Dan Steven R. Magadan Ritual John P. Mukai Rovi V. P. Palier Kim Harold F. Saison Charles Alben E. Female. Banataw Kyla Grace S. Kabahog Christine Gail M. Kabilan Bianca Marie Y. Cantaros Jeve May P. Clarine Harlin Joy B. Quahutor Iza T. Dagaang Ara Rona S. De Los Reyes Rona May N. Ibarat Baby Jane V. Eltagon Valerie K. J. Enojo Nova Grace B. Eroy Sana Rose L. Gaas Christine Jane C. Handumon Zina Grace T. Lagura Trixie May A. Lapinia Honey Faith M. Lepornio Mariel I. Yon Asia Hana M. Macas Nicole Kate. Masayon Syra May P. Naduma Shanice Shane S. Ni Fritzi May N. Osoyos Alexander Clive M. Pasok Shanareth Daniela S. Ratilia Catherine D. Rondina Mary Arian A. Sagindang Jennifer I. Saluta Juhanara M. Sapitanan Rain D. T. Tagalugon Shira Rose M. Tanzo Brenzel May M. Temporada Rofa Jen P. Toledo Renith B. Tranio Athena Shane B. Ursua Easy C. Villapania LG Marie P.
Grade 10 Wisdom, Male. Bago Gerald R. Bala Earl Conrad D. Bunyao Randy Jr. R. Kagasan Seymour B. Kandawan Jan Dexter C. Castillon Joshua A. Claveria Vince Ray L. Quahutor Jevic C. Daday James Benedict C. Laniba Harold Van M. Manlangit Lawrence John P. Manlangit Von Belmer L. Pondulan Kent I. Valmoria Romer D. Yurong Dan Adrian C. Female. Abal Shaliza Joy L. Ablania Diana T. Adlawan Chrislyn Gilo B. Akiman Crisel P. Araco Leia Grace P. Bagaw Rogie Nicole M. Buwal Crisani A. Cabardo Christine P. Cagas El Rejo L. Kayanong Criza May. Dorato Valerie Kate C. Gregorio Elijah Grace V. Infantado Elmay Jean S. Jacob Charles Alexa F. Laranjo Tamara H. Lihat Jessa B. Negre K. Caril V. Palacios Fiona Marie O. Paran Janelle V. Pauyon Almira A. Pauyon Lenevi T. Ramos Erica May D. Ribuyon Angeli V. Salvanera Sunshine B. Sara Gia Micaela B. Sator Hannah Joyce T. Saison Ella May. Singkay Jasmine May D. Tachado Lalaine A. Tagalugon Lee Jane P. Tuwal Sherelisa B.
Grade 10 Broad-minded, Male.
Andoy John Felton P. Antiga Nathaniel S. Apales Gerald Josh B. Buaron Ryan L. Cabaron Mark Justin A. Camara Luis Gabriel T. Campos Angelito Jr. H. Kanyas Lowens D. Kandawan Reynold S. Dabad Welan S. Dahilog Chief Michael A. Indrina Louis M. Figurasyon Mark Henley B. Haralbi Ralph G. Female Abal Janela May M. Abal Riza May B. Abduhan Angel Mecca G. Balais Angel Grace D. Baluran Christine Jane. Branzuela Chenrose L. Buenas Angela Faye S. Buensalida Liza May S. Kahilap Angel Hussein C. Camilutes Nicole M. Camilutes Nikki M. Dompor Crystal Jean J. Dompor Christine Bell J. Fabian Barbie Grace O. Hayao Gia May L. Libradilla Karel P. Lumusa Juan Joy O. Maghuyop Jelen Marie L. Moiko Alexis Margaret T. Nava Shinamay G. Ukulam Michelle Yvonne S. Osho Liza May M. Pakana Kirsten Claudia S. Pakong Jenny Margaret B. Panyo Jonalyn M. Pundulan Athea P. Puyod Carla Joanna B. Rimucaldo Aimee B. Rolien Jenny M. Sabihon Jella C. Tagbacaula Raisa Jane. Velasco Dimple Angel B.
Grade 10 Courageous. Male. Abuda Christian Dial E. Anchola James Roland B. Bairulia Aldrin L. Bandala Janric T. Bangkal Chrysler T. Blaser Kim Adam Z. Katuday Jeril T. Cobrado Ijiljan E. Dagunoy Jasper Jem E. Donor Jesofus A. Eltagon Mark Jason M. Imoria John Eric Miguel J. Empas DM D. Espinoza Benedict A. Gumunid Paulo D. Gindang Justin G. Langi Chris S. Lopez Kevin Lai. Mira Junil Mark Y. Pakong Shan Angelo P. Prieto Mike Prince J. Putis John Paul T. Reyes Romer T. Rocky Charlie L. Sevilla Adrian T. Undag Jared Brian B. Yorong Lawrence M. Female. Adrias Aprili P. Agot Geneva T. Amerol Jamaica M. Andingan Mayan M. Apas Rosemay P. Bacoy Juana May J. Baguio Jaya A. Curambao Jessa D. Dagaang Dayan B. Galiana Jusel B. Gasco Shiren S. Hilaga Geraldine L. Gumial Jessie D. Liaguno Ricame R. Maglaya Dewela J. Ukulam Lovely L. Santiago Michelle May L. Tampipi Shimelu M. Tormis Lady Claire M. Tua Lara May D. Tuba Jazami C.
Grade 10 Dignity. Male. Alap-up Kenneth E. Arabes Keljan B. Carbahusa Roldan L. Chu Eric Jan T. Eroy J.R. L. Esog John Kenneth G. Gahito Roniel E. Haujan Jujay P. Humawan Crescent Kili G. Lumagod Vienray C. Lumantas Junior German A. Magtagad Joshua A. Malubay Clint Romer C. Matundak Nelson Jr. R. Mijares Giancarlo P. Mujica Darljan J. Pakong Clyde A. Palier Axel Claudi N. Kiyawan Romel B. Simbahon Edsel. Sinconiege Jericho B. Umpay Cerelo Jr. L. Fearness Timothy P. Female Aconia Christine D. Agan Jezreel Me L. Arina Crizel May P. Bagalanon Zaizami V. Balanding Kimberly C. Branzuela Jonami E. Kahanap Cherilyn. Kamasura Johanna Maika L. Diyungan Jemima E. Gallardo Scepter G. R. Gumunid Crystal D. Lagang Crescent V. Mikutuan Lorenil P. Okso Margie M. Onasin Lian P. Ortaliza Selinar F. Pantwa Maika Colleen T. Kimno Lorchil P. Brigalado Ann L. Sabuero Eden Rose B. Sagalot Ella B. Tagalugon Jenny Louise E. Tayuni Iza S. Chong Jessa T. Ugmad Cherry Ann C. Villarta Kristen Claire A.
Grade 10 Equality. Male. Akli Kenneth Jeremiah B. Adorable Domi Jr. E. Aliga Arquensi B. Alivar Joey Jr. M. Arumbo John Peter P. Arqueza John Lloyd R. Bako Miko U. Bagalanon Alfred M. Bago Ryan S. Bongkawil Kem F. Buna ni Mark P. Cuyos Nanito Jr. P. Dahilog John Eric M. Ibarat Rayo J. C. Habian Christian Lloyd A. La Pastora John Paul B. Magracia Ninyo M. Maraat Denver L. Pagshot Mike Jr. A. Sandot John Lloyd N. Sardua Jonathan P. Tapia James M. Timbal Mark D. Tuani John France G. Tumampos Ryujin. Vacunawa Allen E. Female Aklo Cindy P. Bernos Mary Jane B. Kurambao Isha Love T. Gutierrez Sandy Marie L. Liwagon Princess Anne L. Lugpit Jenny T. Mucha Jeanette C. Mucha Lorigine S. Navarro Rona May L. Ukay Vria R. Paragas Alona F. Paragas Apple May F. Pino Flor Lian H. Pines Lorivic N. Praquiles Sherilyn B. Pretty Sofia Nicole P. Sabungan Angel May B. Sabuero Shelo May C. Sabuero Janice R. Shalana Jeneline R. Tabunyag Stephanie Maureen E. Villamor Micaela T.
Grade 10 Generos. Male. Algosar Nino Reni S. Aranas Christian Y. Baco Erwin O. Bacos Cesar Michael. Bagaw James T. Baguio James Andre L. Binalimbing John Paul A. Boniti Eljan Lloyd M. Bontes Iberon M. Dado Kim Joshua O. Dupalco Kim Lawrence F. Imbang Lawrence S. Iscaba Rexel Mario S. Gueco Genre L. Limosnero Mark Paul Y. Liwagon Rico B. Macrohon John Boy G. Maligon Jerry Kim L. Matunog James G. Mutia Lance Christian T. Pancho Dave Michael Y. Pongkol Mark Jan Q. Kimno Agimer R. Sabuero Vladimir C. Sabuero Mark James C. Sapal Jumel Q. Solon Rian B. Tagayon Charles Dave C. Tayoni Arthur Peter Y. Villanueva Justine B. Female. Adial Cyril Casey S. Baloran Mary Ann E. Batukan Angeline O. Bauro Jenabel B. Bungkawel Shelame F. Dahaw KC. Dorato Andrea Jasmine L. Dote Maria Quendel G. Galyawan Alkyle A. Harry Desiree Marie S. Gueco Althea Hennessy L. Lagata Ria A. Pahayahay Artes T. Pahayahay Mavel T. Parohenog Cristel Tricia V. Saloma Leia Maris G. Salobod Maricar C. Sullivan Cristel D. Tumimpo Laika.
Grade 10 Amiable. Male. Abuhan Rachel E. Adorable Carlisle C. Aki Oliver A. Artates Angelo B. Balilihan Milmar A. Bauas Giovanni O. Boniti Ken Ayanjade. Cos Christian Daniel S. Corambao Pet James T. Dahilog Dexter C. Dayon Jr. Romeo M. Inerio Jomar A. Gonzaga Glenmark M. Gregorio Lawrence Glenn L. Gumatay Arden S. Hermenegildo Darrell C. Insik John Scotty D. Labajo John Dave M. Lumulho Jimmy B. Luciliano Leonilo Jr. S. Magno Kenneth Joel B. Mutia Dave Matthew O. Mutia Warren J. Pahayahay Jasper P. Pikit Dujane D. Pututan Dan Dave D. Ratilia Axel C. Tuwal John Michael F. Wamilda Clintgel B. Female Absidi Jackilo M. Abugaa Jessa V. Atamosa Hana B. Bernos Maryjoy B. Cabanyero Mariel T. Cabilia Regine D. Kahayag Rosemary. Clarity Goldenface A. Dagaang Joraline W. Daniel Craisley P. Gungub Shaira O'Shane T. Omisol Pritilin A. Pagshat Rujane C. Samihon Nicole P. Tapia Amy Queen M. Tayong Dana Angelic M. Tingson Justin May M. Toledo Rapunzel B. Tuwal Jessa J. Tumanda Jensen D.
Grade 10 Fair-Minded. Male Bako Jimson G. Kahayag William Jr. V. Kalibog Ronald L. Kamara Christian T. Kamiging Errol Mark F. Quarisma Efren. Inula Gerson C. Fernandez Joffrey G. Lasta Janwa T. Lugbit Mark Angelo T. Lumasag Rene Jr. L. Makas Jonathan T. Madolin Ronel Y. Marcel Mark Livrek M. Mutia Kirk Janville G. Pariho Dan Jensen C. Puso Jolito Jr. T. Rambuyon Roy G. Sabit Frank Raven S. Sugi John D. Tagalog Naril John D. Tan Junelo B. Tihano Louis D. Tokmo Davon J. B. Female Almedilia Glenn A. Brigole Marilyn M. Kandawan Algin T. Casinias Allen T. Duran Rejoice S. Gamo Jumabel B. Garzon Cleo Abigail D. Gumolon Ria P. Humawak Mary Jane M. Lagata Rayan May B. Lago Angel Julia B. Mutia Hanalin L. Mutia Ramelzen A. Octobre Beverly D. Umisol Casey Joy A. Pacquiao Jonilyn E. Paglinawan Michelle D. Palses Leslie Joy B. Pangan Glisan May P. Pendo Hanje L. Pilar Charity Jane C. Kimno Liza Marie T. Toledo Glory May T. Torres Casey L.
Grade 10 Prudence. Male Abanti Justin L. Agitas Ain Albert O. Apalis JV B. Blasco RJ M. Bulalok Aljen M. Kabahog Jan Mark Y. Clarin Marcleo M. Quahoto Jr. Julius C. Daguman Flaviano Jr. R. Gonzales Remar T. Gumahad Kevin Jade. Jerusalem Clint Jill R. Liamera J. Shane Andre M. Lubrino Jan Axel V. Lumayaga Ralph Gerard T. Makalitong Garix J. P. Madula John Rick B. Nanies Feljon D. Panimdim John Mark E. Pinaso Marvin P. Pipito Elmer II T. Kenty Eric John G. Tijano Eljo Franz G. Tual Levi B. Tumapon Kent M. Umpay Feljan C. Undag Dinuel M. Valenzuela Estelito III A. Ima Jessery P. Female Akoimo Rachel B. Apaw Reggie M. Arabes Christine May B. Bulando Charlene P. Buendia Jovelyn A. Hapon Merilindi D. Jaime Hane. Lumantas Mary Grace L. Maisog Nika R. Mucha Catherine Grace C. Mucha Crisalove S. Quijano Jennifer L. Sagaral Elizabeth V. Saluta Jasmine S. Tagalugon Pearl B. Tual Rodeline P. Tumampos Kayla C. Valencia Efrelo T.
The awardees with highest honors, Saluta Juhanara Mutir. With high honors, Kabaho Christine Gale M. Kabilan Bianca Marie Y. Cantaros Chivimay P. Clarine Harlin Joy B. Quahotor Iza T. Dagaang Ara Rona S. Eltagon Valerie K. J. Eroy Sunny Rose L. Handumon Zina Grace T. Jacob Charles Alexa F. Leonardo Don Steven R. Magadan Richwell John P. Manlangit Lawrence John P. Negre K. Caril V. Paliev Kim Terrell F. Pauyon Almira A. Sagindang Jennifer I. Sapitanan Randy T. Saison Charles Alben E. Saison Ella May. Tanzo Brenzel May M. Temporada Rofa Jen P. Toledo Rineth B. Trenio Athena Shane B. Tual Sherilisa B. Orsoa IZ C. And Villapanya LG Marie P. With honors. Abal Vianela May M. Abal Shaliza Joy L. Ablania Diana T. Adlawan Chrislyn Gilo B. Adorable Carlisle C. Alguzar Nenyo Rene S. Andoy John Felton P. Antiga Nathaniel S. Antiola James Roland B. Apales Jairil Josh B. Akiman Crisel P. Araco Leia Grace P. Aranas Christian Y. Arena Crisel May P. Bagaw Rochi Nicole M. Bago Gerald R. Bala Earl Conrad D. Balais Angel Grace D. Balanding Kimberly C. Banataw Kyla Grace S. Bongkawil Sheila May. Bunyao Randy Jr. R. Buwal Crisani A. Buensalida Lizami S. Cabardo Christine P. Cagas Elray Jo L. Cagasan Cyber B. Kahilap Angel Lazane C. Kayanong Criza May. Claveria Vensray L. Quahotor Jevek C. Daday James Benedict C. De los Reyes Roname N. Dorato Valerie Kate C. Dorato Andrea Jasmine L. Dote Maria Brindle G. Duran Rejoice S. Ibarra Baby Jane V. Eltagon Jeff N. Endrina Loie M. Evangelista Zaili L. Fabian Barbie Grace O. Gaas Christine Jane C. Gallardo Scepter G. R. Galyawan Vincent Matthew P. Galyawan Alkyle A. Gamo Jumabel B. Gasco Shireen S. Ilaga Geraldine L. Gregorio Alicia Grace V. Infantado Elme Jean S. Hayao GMA L. Lagata Rhea A. Lagura Trixime A. Lapinia Hanife M. Laranjo Tamara H. Lihat Chesa B. Line Asia Hannah M. Makas Nicole K. Maghuyong Jeline Marie L. Manlangit Von Belmer L. Masayon Syra May P. Mikutuan Lorian Neil P. Mukay Rovi V. P. Moiko Alexis Margaret T. Nadoma Shanice Shane S. Nava Shiname G. Nene Fritzime N. Osoyos Alexander Clay M. Akana Kirsten Claudia S. Pangong Jenny Margaret B. Palacios Fiona Marie O. Paran Janelle V. Paruhino Cristel Tricia V. Pasok Genereth S. Pauyon Lenevi T. Pondulan Ken I. Raqueles Geraldine B. Uyon Carla Joanna B. Ramos Erica May D. Rapilia Catherine D. Rebuyon Angeli V. Remucaldo Amy B. Rolien Jenny M. Saluta Jasmine S. Salvanera Sunshine B. Santiago Michelle May L. Sarah Gaya Micaela B. Sator Hannah Joyce T. Singay Jasmine May D. Soliven Cristel B. Tachado Lalaine A. Tagalugon Shira Rose M. Tagalugon Lee Jane P. Tagbacaula Riza Jane. Valmoria Romer D. Velasco Dimple Angel B. Viernes Timothy P. And Yurong Dan Adrian C.
To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Edwin R. Maribuhok, our school principal, Melchizedek Q. Bolaño, honored guests, faculty and staff, PTA officials, stakeholders, parents, fellow completers, a pleasant morning to you all. It's really fortunate for us to be given this chance to experience this completion ceremony through virtual, especially in this pandemic. Also, it's an honor for me to speak before you all, and let me grab this opportunity to thank everyone, the teachers, the students, school staff, to our supportive parents, friends, and especially to God. Without them, we wouldn't be here, and they really contributed a lot in shaping us into the person that we are today. And yes, finally, we are completing junior high. We've been through a lot in the past years, especially when the COVID pandemic happened. We have no choice but to experience the new normal education like modular learning. We had not intended on losing the last year of our junior year to a virus, but it is undoubtedly an event that will have a lasting impact and a memory that we will never ever forget, like the trading of answers in the group chat. And I was quite shocked upon receiving answers also from other sections. But anyhow, thank you for that. You know, we did our best. We've also shared many experiences as students and friends, both good and terrible, the majority of which we can laugh about 10 years from now. We also had a lot of disagreements, which some may consider little issues, but we had some of the greatest teachers who genuinely cared about us and taught us with enthusiasm, and I'm grateful for that. I just want all of us to remember to continue ahead in our life with an open mind and a full heart, whether you're going to a school, a university, or wherever the wind leads you. Prepare for whatever the world throws at you and keep moving forward, because life is a process of discovery rather than an exam. So take as much as time as you need to figure out what you truly desire. The world may alter you in unexpected ways, but you should not fight it. Allow it to assist you in your development. Don't allow the fact that we've been through a lot in our time here weigh you down, but allow it to move you ahead and be the catalyst for making the world a better place. You all are creative and brilliant in a variety of ways, so just promise me that don't ever doubt and question yourself, no matter how cliche that sounds. Lately, I was kind of terrified by the thought of finishing junior high school and embarking on a new phase. But being here now, having completed my junior year, I am filled with joy and excitement at the idea of entering another world and offering everything I have. Before I end, let me read to you my favorite Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and future." We will succeed as long as we always have God and faith on our side. Thank you again for this opportunity, and congratulations everyone. Keep safe and God bless us all.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Isang maalab at matagumpay na araw po sa ating lahat. Mula dito sa amin sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon, sa Amihan ng Mindanao. Graduation, completion, or moving up ceremonies are testimonies of excellent coordination, genuine hard work, and great love. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world, hitting the various sectors including education, the Department of Education, through the competent leadership of Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, firmly accepted the challenge to continue education, bravely wrestling with the challenges of the pandemic and unceasingly finding solutions to address any emerging problems. Amidst all these difficulties, emerged excellent coordination across all levels of governance and the different stakeholders, with the teachers at the forefront of delivering the basic education learning continuity plan. And here they are, our learners, who willingly submitted themselves to blended distance learning, painstakingly learning the ways of the new learning landscape and successfully accomplishing all their academic requirements through genuine hard work. But these successes would not have been possible if not for the great love of the parents and guardians who have been selflessly offering their prayers, time, and resources. In other words, the successes of our learners, our teachers, our leaders, and the Department of Education at large, with the unwavering support of all our stakeholders, are products of our collective decision to succeed as one family. On behalf of the entire DepEd Region 10, allow me to thank and congratulate everyone for this great feat, which attests that DepEd indeed is on track. But just like what is said in our theme for this year's end of school year rites, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic, we need to be on our toes. The COVID-19 pandemic is real, and so are other education emergencies. All together, let us rise from this pandemic, recalibrate our learning continuity plans, and continue to deliver quality education for our learners, the heart of DepEd 10. Muli, binabati ko ang lahat ng nagtapos sa taong ito. Hangad namin ang inyong patuloy na tagumpay, anumang landas ang inyong tatahakin. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng poong may kapal. Marami pong salamat.
Good day to our dear graduates, parents, guardians, stakeholders in attendance, and to the Department of Education officials and teachers. Amidst the pandemic, BSOC learners have hurdled the challenges, and now is the celebration for you are to graduate and proceed to a higher level in your education. Our graduation theme is strengthening the quality of education amid COVID-19 pandemic is something we have to think about. In reality, the pandemic has even brought us farther towards the goal of achieving quality education. But quality doesn't happen by chance. It is the product of hard work and perseverance. Thus, thank you very much to all the Department of Education officials and teachers for the great effort, especially in the production, distribution, retrieval, and checking of the modules, the RBI instruction, and in the making of video lessons. Thank you also to the parents and guardians nga dako pud og adjustments gipanghimo tungod ning atong distance learning. Daghang salamat sa atong LGU officials nga nihatag nato og mga learning materials, resume machines, bond papers o daghan pa. With the synergy of all stakeholders, there's limitless possibilities that we can reach quality of education that projects the factors that we Filipinos are a great nation. And you, young graduates, make up for the main ingredient towards the realization. Congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. I am deeply honored to have been chosen to introduce our guest speaker for today's completion ceremony. A proud Aloranon by birth, he is one of our alumni batch 2004 and graduated as first honorable mention. He took BS Computer Engineering in Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology as a DOST scholar and graduated in 2009. A week later, he was recruited by the Department of Electrical, Electronics, and Computer Engineering of MSU IIT to teach in the College of Engineering. He handled different engineering subjects in MSU IIT for 9 years and became part of a research team that designed the first microcontroller integrated circuit of MSU IIT. Moreover, he also worked as a part-time freelancer in designing circuits and systems. One notable project is a low-cost real-time qPCR machine, which can be used to replicate DNAs. It is a tool used in detecting DNAs, like the PCR test used in COVID-19 test. It can detect COVID-19, but it was designed for research use only. qPCR machine usually cost around $20,000 US, but their design only cost $4,000 US. In 2018, he moved to Cavite to work as a senior application engineer in one of the largest US-based multinational semiconductor company, Analog Devices. In less than 2 years, he got promoted to a section manager with the title of System Application Engineer. He is currently involved in the design and development of an electronic healthcare device. He is currently working at Analog Devices Incorporated, General Trias Cavite, as a System Application Engineer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our distinguished guest, Engineer Mr. Genesis Mutia Jimenez.
Good day to our 8HS teachers and staff, guests, parents, and of course the completers. I'd like to thank 8HS for having me as the guest speaker for today. It's my great pleasure to join you in celebrating and congratulating the completers for finishing their first 4 years of high school. Completers, you should be very proud that despite all the challenges in your lives, including this pandemic, you're able to reach this milestone. The pandemic has brought us a lot of challenges, and with this, I know that everyone is exhausted. I know that a lot of you have been struggling with modules and online classes, and this might continue until the pandemic is over. Some may think that they might not be able to handle the next steps, and others will probably think that life will just be getting harder from now on. I would be lying if I disagree to that, because from here on, life will be more challenging. Senior high and college will be more difficult, and life after college will even be more difficult, because you'll be facing the reality and the pressure from a job, getting a job, setting up a business, or just being able to provide food on your plates. So what you need to do as early as now is to prepare. Prepare so that you'll be confident enough to face the challenges in the future. You're able to complete the first 4 years of high school even if there is something as unexpected as this pandemic. So the least you can do now is expect that you'll be facing more challenges as you try to achieve your goals. So think of the necessary preparations that you'll need. I'd like to share a piece of my story with everyone. I am the eldest of 4 siblings raised by a single mother who earns only around 800 to 1,000 pesos a month as a barangay librarian during elementary years until early high school. We were poor. There were a lot of times that all of us had to share a single pack of quick chow or lucky me paired with rice. But poverty didn't hinder me from going to school at that time. Laziness did. I grew up loving math and learning, but to be honest, I had the second most number of absences in ATHS during my time. Imagine, second ko sa pinakadaghan og absent sa whole school. But everything changed when I learned about computers. Because of the computer classes, my attendance improved. I started placing in the honor roll, and I became serious with all of my studies. I then continued my journey as a university student. With my love for computers, math, and electronics, I took computer engineering as a major. At that time, my mom can't afford to send me to college, and 1 to 2 years later, two of my siblings will also be going to college. So, without hesitation, I took the DST scholarship exam and took entrance exams in universities that offered low tuition fees. Thankfully, I became a DST scholar in MSU IIT. During my first years in college, I hate to admit this, but I was so conceited. Because I graduated high school with honors, the best in math and in science in our class, I felt that working hard and studying will hurt my ego. Little did I know that I will come across difficult subjects where I almost failed. Luckily, I hear these words from one of my professors. The things you do today will define your future. When making decisions, you should always consider the consequences. These words resonated with me. I realized that I only have a few options and I cannot slack off or else I might fail and get extended. And if I fail to graduate on time, I'll be spending more money since DOST will no longer give financial support beyond our contract. So I made the decision to be more responsible and be serious with my study. I felt the need to learn more, so I studied more advanced skills that were not even included in our subject. Because of my professor's advice, the realizations I had, and the decisions I made, ako ay isa ang nakagraduate on time sa amo batch sa computer engineering. All of this paid off because my professors noticed my skills and I was absorbed in MSU IIT to teach. While I was teaching in college, I realized that education is part of our preparations for the future. So we have to take it seriously and with all honesty. Even to this day, I still keep on learning new things. I'm now on the level of a section manager in the field of engineering research and development, but I still study and update my knowledge and skills. I also make sure to avoid being in my comfort zone, and I always keep myself challenged by studying more difficult stuff, which gave me the necessary skills to design and develop complex electronic devices. So, like me, you will also be facing different challenges in your lives. But how you respond to these challenges will define how far you can go on. So, thank you very much, and once again, congratulations.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. You are capable of anything. You can achieve any dream. Please don't limit yourself. Don't live your life limited. It's not all sadness and misery. Life's a challenge, but you will succeed. Take control of how you feel in every circumstance. Work on yourself daily. Your story's far from done. The best is yet to come. To achieve, you must believe. You can live out all your dreams. Persevere, you'll make it through. What you need is all in you. When you believe, you will achieve. You can live out all your dreams. It's about time you knew the truth. You got the power all in you. story's far from done. The best is yet to come. To achieve, you must believe. You can live out all your dreams. Persevere, you'll make it through. What you need is all in you. When you believe, you will achieve. You can live out all your dreams. It's about time you knew the truth. You got the power all in you. To achieve, you must believe. You can live out all your dreams. Persevere, you'll make it through. What you need is all in you. When you believe, you will achieve. You can live out all your dreams. It's about time you knew the truth. You got the power all in you.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second thing, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, ooh. I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the... Hey, you burn me up, you burn me up, believer, believer. Hey, you burn me down, you burn me up, believer, believer. Your spirit to a dove, oh, ooh, your spirit up above, oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings, they would drown, but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down, it rained down like... Hey, you burn me up, you burn me up, believer. And the flames, you're the face of the future, the blood in my veins, oh, ooh, the blood in my veins, oh, ooh. But they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and